In today's Sharp Saturday video, we're going to take a look at a EDC style folding knife from the folks at Civivi. This is the Civivi Cogent button lock flipper. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me for today's Sharp Saturday video, where it's Saturday and we take a look at something sharp. Like I said, today that something sharp is this Civivi Cogent button lock flipper folding knife, and we're going to take a closer look at this thing coming up in just a minute. But first, as usual, today's words of wisdom from the Bible. Today's wisdom is from Proverbs chapter 29 verse 11 in the NLT version. Fools vent their anger, but the wise quietly hold it back. As we say in some parts of Georgia and maybe part of Arkansas, them there's some wise words. And of course, a big thank you to my friends at Hog Holsters for sponsoring today's video. Hog Holsters make the most comfortable, most concealable holster I've ever used. As I said it before, I looked at a lot of different holsters. Once I found Hog, I stopped looking and started carrying. Hog Holsters are 100% made in the USA, and I mean down to the very screws in the clip. And every single Hog holster is 100% painstakingly handcrafted to fit your specific pistol model. There's no one size fits all at Hog holsters. So, and if you find a place on their website where you think putting a coupon code in would be helpful, if you enter Survival on Purpose, all one word, you save $10 on any order over $30. That's Hog Holsters, helping Americans wear guns. Okay, as I said, we're going to take a look at this Civivi Cogent flipper knife. So without any further ado, let me take you down to the old tabletop here, and we'll talk about the specs and details of this thing. You want to? Okay, so here is how this knife comes packaged. It's actually got a box around this, obviously. But Civivi is a division of WE Knives, which is a Chinese company that's been making some really higher end, really well-made knives for the last several years. They've won several awards at different blade shows, and comes in a nice little zipper case like this, padded case for storage, and a baggie. And then it's got some stickers in it, cool little knife stickers, and a cleaning cloth and other assorted literature. Set that aside. And then 10-year anniversaries. They've been making these things at least 10 years. And then there's a pretty cool video on their website that shows their factory and how well they do things. And I got to say, I've looked at several of their knives before, including WE Knives, and they do a good job. So, that being said, let's talk about the specs of this thing. So, it's a button lock, as you can see. It has a closed length of 4.41 inches, or for those of you still stuck in that old metric system, that's 111.9 millimeters, with a blade length of 3.47 inches, or 88.2 millimeters, and an overall open length of 7.88 inches, or 200.1 millimeters. So this blade is a flat grind, clip point, black stonewash finish 14C28N steel. So 14C28N steel. This is a partially serrated version. They have serrated or not versions. They have several different steel options available and different finishes available. They even have a really cool looking Damascus one. This handle material is G10. Again, they have several different handle color options available. And the weight of this knife is 3.82 ounces, or 108.36 grams. It features a tip-up reversible pocket clip, so you can reverse this. They also have some different, if you want to order just replacement screws, different pocket clips and stuff, they have all that stuff on their website. What I like about this thing, it has a caged ceramic ball bearing pivot assembly. Say that fast 3 times. But just look at this thing, by golly, opens like butter. It has a button lock, which is pretty cool. It's got a little spring in here that holds it out, and it's got a slight small notch you can barely see in there. I don't know if you can see it on the video or not, but that it engages very positively. Very, it feels like a really strong lock, but yet very easy to disengage it. Also, a little bit of jimping on the back of the handle here, as well as on the back of the blade, if you want to get that close-up non-slippery grip. Feels pretty good. There's a little bit of relief here with a little traction jimping there. It feels really good as far as I'm squeezing the heck out of it. All right, the veins in my arm are popping out, and not a lot of hot spots on the handle there, so pretty cool there. So that's it. Very nice little knife. Oh golly, and it's pokey sharp. Look at that. Very, very deep carry pocket clip too. If you can see that, the clip is very deep carry. So, well, we have already ascertained that it is pokey. Let's see if it passes the old scientific redneck sharp test. We'll get the old testing medium in frame here. Hopefully it will focus, grasshopper, focus. Okay, let's see what she does. Okay. Whew. Yeah, we're bleeding. That right there is 100% redneck sharp. I didn't do the serrated part, but it's pretty sharp too. Let me go get a Band-Aid and we'll see if we can complete the video.
The Swiss Army uses Chuck Norris knives.
All right, well, this thing is obviously stabby and slicey. That's the Civivi Cogent, and everybody always asks what's the price. So this thing is 81 bucks direct from Civivi, and free shipping on all US orders over 10 bucks. And it's about 70 bucks today on Amazon with some kind of discount, at least at the time of this video. So your mileage may vary. I know Amazon uses some sort of adaptive AI pricing, so if a lot of people go and click on this, and if a couple people buy it, the price is going to go up. I don't know if they do that, because very often I'll list the prices on Amazon. I go back the next day after the video and it's already jacked up. So that's kind of like the way they do airline tickets now. But anyway, I digress. I tried to keep this thing short. Now I'm rambling. So again, a very, very well-made knife in my opinion. Like I said, Civivi is a division of We Knives. They're a Chinese knife company, been in business for about 10 years. I encourage you to go to their website if you want to see how they do things. They have a factory tour. They have a list of all the designers that they work with worldwide, many in the U.S., many names you may have heard. They do, in my opinion, a really good job, and they have, again, multiple steels, multiple options, multiple knives. And I'll say this, every single knife I've checked out from Civivi has been very, very well made, and when they say sharp from the factory, they mean it. And to me, that's important to me. I know everybody's like, oh, you got to sharpen a knife. Not necessarily. Nobody told Civivi that anyway. Just like nobody told Spyderco that. So that being said, what I really like about this is I keep doing it because I can't help it. It's like a fidget spinner for a grown man, but or at least a 14-year-old grown man. But this thing is just butter smooth. That cage ceramic ball bearing just absolutely gets it done. And also, I'm right-handed, so I really like this. Is kind of set up for right hand with a button, but to close it, really, you just push the button. And let gravity do it for you. So I could be doing this all day and you'd be aggravated. My wife would be telling me, stop clicking that thing. Anyway, that being said, that's the Civivi Cogent, and I've got some really cool videos coming up for you soon. We got some big knives, we got some more Spyderco, we got a lot of cool stuff, and a really cool test I did with Joe Flowers and the folks at Demco Knives. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I encourage you to do so. There's a link right down here, I think. Certainly, you can just click on the old, you know how to do that. Click on the subscribe button and the bell and all that, and so you won't miss a single video. And I really sincerely appreciate you watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.